Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from Heart. It's so funny because I actually thought I was recording your video. I had all the cards out, what I was using. I'm using different decks for your reading, okay? I'll quickly show the decks now. And then I looked at the screen and I noticed that the red light wasn't on, and I was like, you know what, you've just gone through all of that bloody introduction for nothing because it hasn't recorded. Right, let's have a quick recap of what I said before I laid out the... So this is such a shame you didn't see me shuffle the cards, but never mind. We're doing the weekly check-in reading. So we're looking at the 8th to the 15th of July 2019 for your reading. Okay. So it's the next 7 days. And I was apologising when I thought I was recording. I was apologising to the UK viewers that the reading was slightly late on a Monday, being that it's today that the reading starts from, because I've been really busy. And for the US viewers and other viewers, I guess, who are behind the UK in timing wise, you'll get to see this kind of early, I guess, on Monday. So we're doing the weekly check-in reading. We're looking at kind of 9 areas for the week, okay? So this area here, we're using one of my new decks, the Tarot of the 78 Doors, and we're looking at your current self for the week and your theme of the month, of the week. So what the theme is going to be this week and who you are this week, okay? It's funny because I just started picking up this card to talk about it, and I looked at the screen and I thought, there's not a red light on that. I'm not even recording. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's lucky that I saw that anyway, before I got sort of half an hour in or something like that. For the next layer, we look at your key goal for the week, obstacle that you're going to need to overcome, and the major accomplishment that you're making for the week. And for that, we're using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. This is my favourite deck of all. Love this deck. For the third layer, we look at what you need to avoid for the week, what you need to embrace, and where you can find support. And for that, we use another of my newest decks, which is the professional edition of the Universal Tarot. This is actually for professionals, tarot readers like myself, but you know what, anybody can use it. It's just a massive version of the Universal Tarot. That's all it is. And if you're thinking, what's using all these decks? Well, I like to see what repeats itself. I think it's kind of fun and quite exciting using different decks. And to be honest with you, I've got like over 240 decks of cards, and I like to show off what I buy. So yeah. Okay, just let you know. Somebody wrote to me on one of the other videos, oh, well, I think I'll just stick to my Universal Tarot, but thank you for the reading. It's like, well, I'm not asking you to buy any of the readings, any of the cards. I'm just showing you the cards. What's the issue? Stop it. It's just some people are so silly. Okay, here we go. This is not an advertisement. I'm just using different cards. Okay. For the spiritual advice for the week, we are using the Answer is Simple Oracle cards by Sonia Choquette. Okay, love that. This is spiritual advice. Afterwards, you have a 15 card reading looking at 5 cards for any other energies coming in for the week, Capricorn, 5 cards for love for the week, and 5 cards for your finances and career. And for that, we use another one of my newest decks, which is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Love this deck, very beautiful. And spiritual guidance for that, we use the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards, Doreen Virtue and Grand Virtue. I have these about 2 years or so, these cards. Love those. Don't use them often enough. Let's have a look then. So who are you during the week? We're looking at the current self of Capricorn. You are showing us the 10 of Wands. And I got to the part before I noticed that the camera wasn't recording. The part that I got to, Capricorn, was I didn't know who you were on the card, because this representation from the 78 Doors Tarot shows a woman screaming out the door, and there's a man walking out. So, you know, to me, it's pressure all round, because he's walking off from her because he's tired of her screaming and her kind of wailing and her kind of acting up probably and throwing a tantrum and drama. It looks like he's just like, oh God, I've had enough. And then there she is at the door screaming probably at him and saying, where are you going? Where are you going? It looks to me like they've just had a fight, to be perfectly honest with you, on the floor. I'm sorry, to be perfectly honest with you, in this particular card. So I just think that you guys are dealing with pressure this week. And I think that just judging by the look of the card, it looks like it might be family orientated. It looked like some of you Capricorns are dealing with pressure with a partner this week, and some of you guys will be the man where you're dealing with a drama queen who shouts and kind of wails and all the rest of it, and you'll be kind of like, you know what, I can't be bothered with this anymore, I can't take this anymore, and you'll be the ones to walk away. And some of you guys will be this person here where you're shouting and screaming maybe at a partner who's kind of like there's pressure all around, pressure from this woman's perspective and pressure with this guy as well. He's feeling the pressure, she's feeling pressure. So I do feel that you guys are probably under a lot of pressure this week, whether you're the cause of the pressure or whether you are feeling the effects of somebody else bringing that to you. The theme of the week is, okay, all right. So it's definitely, I think, a family-orientated week for you, because the theme of the week is about family. So this is a beautiful scene that they have in the Four of Wands in the 78 Doors Tarot, because what I love about this scene is that we have a man and a woman together. And if you look at both cards side by side, these people who are on this one, where the woman's screaming at the man and there's a child here and all the rest, it's probably her child because they're dressed the same. But he's kind of like, I've had enough of this. Well, they look like the same people here, don't they? They look like the same couple here in happier times, but looks like here that there's a lot of pressure. So I think the theme for the week is about the family, and it's about for some of you guys, it will be about a close relationship. It will be, for some of you guys, Four of Wands is the marriage card as well. It will be about your marriage. This will be someone, for some of you guys, that you've lived with, or you've been in a really long-term relationship with. Some of you guys will have children with this person. Capricorn, but I feel that you guys, your current self, you're showing us kind of either being really angry with that 10 of Wands energy, or you're just walking off because you can't bear the pressure of a relationship. And the theme is all about togetherness for the week. So maybe there's arguments and there's pressure in the week for you guys, and you're feeling this pressure, or some of you guys are getting really angry because the theme of the week is all about spending time with your loved one and, spending quality family time, that type of thing, Capricorn. What is the key goal for you guys in the week? Well, the key goal is to have happiness and contentment and joy, because that's the Sun card. Okay, so the Sun card, pardon me if I take little sips of my raspberry Pepsi Max. The Sun card in the tarot is a neutral card. It's like a Wheel of Fortune or, justice to a certain extent. Even though justice is a legal card, it can also be very neutral as well in its tone. But the Sun, just as it's not about one particular thing. The Sun card is just about, if your key goal is to have the Sun, then your key goal is to have happiness and contentment and joy and relaxation and positive new beginnings and just, laughter and all the rest of it. That's what your key goal is with the Sun. And I think that if you guys are going through pressure, because the theme of the week is all about being contented and happy within the relationship and having quality time together as a couple or as a family, then your key goal is really, I guess, with the Sun, to get things back on track, Capricorn, to feel that happiness again, to feel that lightness again in a relationship, to feel that confidence in a relationship, which is, all these words are actually related to the Sun energy. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome? The Emperor. And I think that the Emperor I think there's two things. This person walking away here, I would bet my bottom dollar that they're the Emperor. Now, you can see on this particular card, the Emperor has his hands out like this, so he looks quite friendly. But there's also a very kind of business tone to this card as well. It's almost like it's not about love, it's all about, you can see on his desk, he's got, his pen, his papers, his phone, his letters. There's nothing romantic about this Emperor, and he's fully in business mode because he's about to make some form of a business kind of contract. He's about to shake on it, and you might have to overcome for some of you guys, and that might be where the argument, because I get the impression, Capricorn, that this is you. You're the person in the doorway screaming at this individual, and they're very much the same, this man and this man, because they're both dressed in shirts, ties and suit. And they both look very professional and business-like. And I just get the impression for some of you Cappies, whether you're male or female, you're screaming at a partner this week. You are getting really angry. Some of you guys, because 10 of Wands is pressure. And it's where you just come to the end of your tether. So I guess, really, even though this person feels pressure, the 10 of Wands is more about you guys coming to the end of your tether with the 10 of Wands energy on this particular deck here. Because the theme of the week is about spending quality time with the partner, children or no children. And I feel that the obstacle that you need to overcome is that this person is always probably at work, or they're always probably in business mode. They're probably very unromantic as well with the Emperor energy as well. The other thing that we can say about the Emperor, another obstacle that you might need to overcome, is that there are boundaries in the relationship, because the Emperor means boundaries as well. Boundaries are set. Remember, the Emperor is a square. He represents everything that is kind of cornered and structured, and there's no kind of room with the Emperor energy for fluidity or difference or adaptability with an Emperor energy. He's very straight up and down. He represents tradition and doing things traditional and doing things, you know, according to the book. He doesn't go outside of a comfort zone. He's a number 4 card. Emperors definitely represent boundaries. So one of the obstacles you might need to overcome is that there are boundaries that this person is setting, or there are boundaries or blockages to you actually getting this Sun energy, which is where your goals for the week are to get things back on track and just to get that happiness flowing again. What is the major accomplishment though for the week? Well, you could be receiving some good news with the 8 of Wands energy. So I think this is something different. And I actually feel this well with the 8 of Wands. This is exactly what you need. Because I get the impression that everything else feels very heavy. It feels very relationship stroke, family, marriage, long-term union, or children orientated. It feels like there's a lot of pressure in a relationship because some of you guys are not getting the, you know, not getting the attention that you deserve. But I feel that because of that energy and because your goals for the week are to get this situation here back on track, I actually feel that what you're accomplishing with the 8 of Wands energy, for some of you guys, it could be for good news. For some of you guys, Capricorn, the 8 of Wands is actually a card about being proactive and going out there and doing things, sending your resume off, for example, with an 8 of Wands if you're looking for a job. 8 of Wands is going to the gym. 8 of Wands is doing things quite spontaneously. It's a spontaneous card. 8 of Wands is advancement, promotion. 8 of Wands, change. 8 of Wands energy. It's movement, fast-paced movement. And I feel that what you could be accomplishing this week for some of you guys is not only good news, but also just getting up and being really proactive. Because while some of you guys are saying, well, I want more kind of, I want more quality time with my partner, they always seem to be at work. They always seem to be really kind of preoccupied with their work, with their job, with their business, and that's me screaming at them. Some of you guys, Capricorn, will be like, well, okay, if this isn't going to happen, I'm just going to go out there and make things happen for myself with the 8 of Wands. I'll go to the gym, or, you know, I'll do things that are kind of like completely different from what I would usually do. I'm going to be spontaneous. I'm just going to go off and do stuff. Some of you guys, you might even be booking a holiday with the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is, you know, a foreign destination, air travel. So accomplishment might be that you're booking a holiday or the partner's booking a holiday with the 8 of Wands. Maybe this is something you don't know about. Or the 8 of Wands is you're just getting some good news. Maybe you're getting good news from this individual that you're screaming at. What is it that you need to avoid? Well, it's funny because we've got the family card of the 10 of Cups. 10s represent completion. I think you need to avoid just settling, because the 10 of Cups is all about satisfaction. Now, these two people, we can see the back of them, and we see on this particular deck, the Universal Tarot, I love the artwork on this, but what you see here, look, is two people together. Man's arm is around the woman. They've both got their arms out. They're both looking, you know, ahead. And, you know, see this, two men, a man and a woman. A couple and 2 children. See that? Man, woman, 2 children. It's the same thing. Can you see the similarity between the cards? These are 2 children, aren't they? Yeah, see? You've got 2 kids here. See that? And can you see that as well? Screaming, and then you've got one of the children at the door. See the similarity there? One of the kids is at the door. The man's walked off. I love the tarot because the pictures really tell a story. But I think that you need to avoid kind of saying, yeah, we've got everything sorted now, everything's settled, and I'm just satisfied to go with the flow now. Everybody seems happy, and you know, the partner seems happy, and I'm just going to, you know, especially if the partner is doing something nice for you, surprising with the 8 of Wands. I get the impression with this area here, Capricorn, that you need to really avoid just settling for stuff, because the obstacle you need to overcome is this person here who is, and you've got the handout as well, so it's also the obstacle that you need to overcome. It's not just somebody who's possibly always focusing on their career, but somebody who has the power to seduce you and get you to, because I get the impression when I look at this hand kind of being held out like this, Capricorn, it almost makes me think that this person says, okay, we'll change things, We'll get things sorted. I'll spend more time with you and the kids. Blah, blah. Shall we shake on it? You know, it's almost like they could do empty promises or something with that Emperor. It just reminds me of that. His face looks like he's just kind of like, hey, yeah, let's just shake on it. Yeah, yeah, is that okay? And you're kind of like, okay, fair enough. But something like that, I just get the impression with the Ten of Cups energy showing there, Capricorn, that you need to avoid settling for what somebody says to you. I think there's something to do with, and I'm going to clarify that in a moment and ask why. Let's actually ask why now, come to think about it. What shall we use? We'll use the Morgan Greer Tarot to clarify. Why does Capricorn need to avoid the Ten of Cups in 1 to 2 cards? Why do they need to avoid the Ten of Cups in 1 to 2 cards? Right, so because the Four of Cups... The Four of Cups is missed opportunities. The Four of Cups is discontentment when you've got the Four of Cups energy showing up here. Six of Wands. Now, if you look at this Six of Wands, he's facing in to the Four of Cups. Okay. So it's almost like he is approaching this card here. When I look at this, because of the Four of Cups, discontentment. Okay, but there's somebody, I get the impression that you need to avoid settling, because even though this person can see that you're not happy, they're still kind of pressing the matter with, they're showing some arrogance here, I think, with the Six of Wands. They're still showing arrogance. They're still kind of saying, well, you know, the relationship's fine though, isn't it? I mean, you've got everything you want, haven't you? You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about this. What's the problem? Because this is the partner. The partner sees, he's looking at you, Capricorn. The partner sees that you are discontented and you're not happy. And it's almost, can you see that hand coming out here? It's almost like this person, it's their hand offering you this. But they can see that you're not happy to take it. But they still give you this thing. Can you see? They're just kind of like, well, take it. There you go. And you're like, well, no, I don't want it. They're like, just take it. So I feel that you need to avoid kind of just settling for what you are given. Just kind of saying that, you know, being satisfied with what this person tells you. Because I feel that even though you've shown this person that you are not satisfied with what they're giving to you, they're still giving it to you. Because the Six of Wands never backs down. Can you see? And can you see the hand coming out? It's like it's the Six of Wands guy's hand. Doesn't it look like his hand? If we put the cards side by side, can you see the hand? It looks like it's him giving the hand. Do you see what I mean? You're discontented to take what he's got, but he still carries on giving it to you. Do you see what I mean? So if you settle for what this person is still giving to you, Capricorn, they're going to carry on doing it regardless. If you just kind of, oh, well, you know, that's okay, I'm fine, everybody's fine. Because you need to avoid doing that. And you need to avoid doing that, Capricorn, because they're going to carry on giving you stuff that you don't want. If you don't continue to push the situation, they'll carry on giving you what you don't want. So you guys really have to kind of, I think this week, really, and it doesn't even matter this week, because this has probably been going on for quite a while for some of you Cappies. It's probably been going on for ages, where somebody around you, whether it's a long-term partner, a boyfriend, a husband, you've not been happy with this person for a while. They're not giving you the attention that you deserve. They spend a lot of time at work. They're very kind of, and they also, I get the impression with the Emperor, there's and also the Six of Wands, they're very similar cards. Because this Emperor here is kind of like, okay, I understand. We'll change things, we'll make things better. Is that okay? Yep, shake on it. And it's almost like he's so confident and arrogant in his handshake, like, yeah. Capricorn's going to agree to this because, you know, I'll make them agree. I'll seduce them into agreeing, you know. But the universe says, well, you need to kind of avoid the Ten of Cups energy, just settling for stuff and being satisfied with what this Emperor is giving to you, because they know that you are not satisfied, and yet they keep on giving you the same thing. They just, even though they see your dissatisfaction, they just keep on doing it. So avoid acting like you're satisfied with whatever this person is going to say to you, or whatever they're saying to you, Capricorn, because they will carry on just giving it to you. You've got to carry on pushing that boat. What is it that you need to embrace this week? We got another Sun card here. I think you need to embrace it. If you've got children, because I'm getting a strong theme for some of you guys of children. Some of you guys don't have children, obviously, but if you guys have children, embrace the children, because they are what make you happy. If you don't have kids, I think that you need to embrace that things can get better, that things can improve with the sun energy showing here as well. And if you need support, where can you go for that? Six of Cups keeps coming to the children. I think that you can either go to your children for support. We keep getting themes of, we've got kids on here, kids on here, kids on here, kids on here. It's incredible. Children, there's a lot of children showing up. Some of you guys can go to your children for support. They'll love you. They'll spend time with you. They'll do things with you. Or you can go to somebody within your family, somebody that you're really close to, with the Six of Cups energy showing here, because the Six of Cups is all about strong family, loving, trusting relationships. So some of you guys can go to your kids, and some of you guys can go to the family members that you have, people that you trust, people that you love, people that you have formed very, very strong bonds with. Yeah? So if you're not happy, you can go there. And I've just noticed these cards, they're starting to scuff at the sides. I've had them like 2 days. That's ridiculous. They're like really expensive as well. Okay, anyway. What's the spiritual guidance for the week, Capricorn? It tells you to have fun. And again, we've got this theme of children showing up. So some of you guys, probably quite a few of you have kids. Just go and have some fun. No matter what's happening, just go and have fun. Because there are people around you that really love you. Especially your kids if you've got them. If you haven't got children, then your friends, your family, go and have fun. Alright, it's not worth getting bogged down in this. Some of you guys, what I'm getting from this reading is some of you guys put your life on hold for an individual here. It's not worth it. Especially if you don't have children. We go through the reading again. So, for the week, Cappies, it's saying that you guys are really under pressure. And you're really angry as well. I think you're really angry with a particular person. A partner, more than likely. Somebody who's always at work, or they're always distracted with other things. The theme of the week is all about the family unit, the relationship, keeping the relationship happy and contented and fresh, and spending time with your, with your partner, keeping them close. If you've got children, keeping the partner, the husband, the children, the wife close, just being in a really happy, contented, secure environment. That's the theme of the week, and that's probably why you're arguing, because this isn't happening. Goal for the week is just to have happiness, joy and contentment, positive new beginnings, and to have improvements. You need to avoid the Emperor. This is the person who puts the boundaries on the relationship. This is the person who thinks that just by kind of agreeing to what you say, shaking your hand like it's a business transaction, everything's going to be fine. But they're really not understanding where you're coming from on a deeper level. The major accomplishment for the week, some of you guys receiving some good news, and some of you guys it's simply that you're being proactive and you're just kind of being spontaneous and going out there and living life and making the best of things. Avoid saying that you're satisfied with what this person has to give. So if this person says, look, shake on it, we'll make things better, avoid kind of saying, okay, yeah, I'll settle for that now. Because this person, even though they can see that you're unhappy, they keep giving you the same old shit. They just keep giving you stuff that you don't want in the relationship. So you've got to keep pushing for change. What you need to embrace is your kids. Sun energy showing here. What you guys need to embrace, that there will be positive new beginnings coming in. And if you need support, go to your children who love you to pieces. A lot of you Capricorns, not all of you I guess, but a lot of you, your children really love you. Or go to a family member who you're really, really close to. Or just spend time with really close family members. And spiritual guidance is just go out there and have some fun. Whether it's with your kids, friends, family, whoever it is. Just go out to the fair, just go and, just do whatever. It's summertime. Go out and have some fun. Alright, we're going to do a quick 15 card reading. That's a lovely reading. Seems for some of you guys very, very pressured by an individual. Somebody's not listening to what you've got to say. And somebody's not. They act like they're hearing you, but they're not really hearing you. They think by one little handshake it's going to make everything fine. But that's really, it seems to me that card almost felt like this person was just trying to fob you off. Look at his eyes. He looks like he's just trying to fob you off. But don't let, what really the essence of the reading is, don't let this person fob you off. If you want change, you've got to carry on kind of banging on the door and saying, I need this change. Or else maybe there's an ultimatum or something coming up there. Let's have a quick look at your 15 card reading and see any other. Now that was definitely kind of a love reading, guys, and sometimes that will happen in the generals. It's just the way that it is. Whatever I feel I'm picking up on, I'll speak it, okay? Okay, so for Capricorn universe, show me other energies coming in for Capricorn for the 18th to the 8th to the 15th of July 2019. Show me in 5 cards. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And can you, let's just pull these up here a bit so that we've got, okay, that's it. Can you show me in 5 cards love for Capricorn for the week? Now, please remember, guys, that this is a general reading, all right? So it's not going to apply to everyone. It'll apply to some, not all. Okay. And Universe Spirit, can you show me money and career for Capricorn during the week, the next 7 days? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. So Cappies, energy coming in, and actually, let's look at this. King of Wands. So there's a person around you coming in, a King of Wands. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. Right, if he's that Emperor, you might have been dealing with an Aries individual, but there's a person around you, King of Wands energy. We've got the 6 of Wands. This person seems to me to be quite... This person, and we had the 6 of Wands before. 6 of Wands is arrogance. 6 of Wands is overly confident, but 6 of Wands is recognition as well. Naked, I'm noticing a woman naked on this. He's got his hands out. It's almost, can you see how his hand is out here? It's almost like he's can you see that? His hand is out. His hand is signalling this way, like he welcomes in this. I mean, there could be somebody around you. I get the impression when I look at those 2 cards. I don't read, I read combinations, obviously, but I'm the type of tarot reader that will literally look at those pictures and just speak what it comes to me on the imagery, as well as kind of reading traditionally as well. But I get an individual here around you who wants you to be confident. Their hand is kind of coming out to you. And it's funny that the 6 of Wands is all about confidence and success and recognition. But this woman here, she's got her hand, but she's covering her nakedness. Can you see she's covering her nakedness with her hair? All right. There's somebody here, I think that you're the 6 of Wands, Capricorn. I think there's a person who's beckoning you. I think there's somebody around you this week who's beckoning you. They're calling you closer. All right. But for some reason, you don't feel good enough to come as you are because you're trying to cover up your nakedness. Nakedness on cards shows exposure. And you're trying to hide yourself. So there's somebody I'm seeing around you, Capricorn, who's beckoning you, but you're hiding yourself. You don't feel good enough to come as you are, for some of you guys. However, we do have the Wheel of Fortune changes. And 6 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, that's a really good combination here. There's also a man that could bring success and fortune to you as well. The 4 of Wands, you've got some really adorable cards. I'm telling you, strange. I'm telling you, not strange. What did I just say? Strange. Straight. 4 of Wands energy. 4 of Wands is happiness and success and joy and contentment and relationships. Okay, 5 of Coins though. 5 of Coins is lack and 5 of Coins is casting out. So the home. I think in the home you're casting someone out. I think somebody's being cast out of the home. Can you see that? 5 of Coins is being outcast. Can you see how they're crying? There's a woman here who's casting people out of the home. She's in her... Can you see the difference? There's a nice home here and there's these beggars here. So this person here is very successful. They're very contented. They live in a nice home. They've got a nice garden. They're very well to do. But the 5 of Coins, these are people who have been left out to dry. They've got no money. They've got no home and they're poor, poverty. I get the impression here when I look at these 2 cards that the 4 of Wands shows success and a beautiful, secure and stable home. But I'm seeing people who are leaving this or people who are feeling cast out. Somebody's feeling cast out of a relationship or out of a home. There's somebody here who's beckoning you, but some of you guys don't feel confident enough. Even though this is not reversed, she doesn't look confident on the 6 of Wands. This person recognizes you though. They see you for what you are, but you don't see yourself in the same way. All right. But you know what I think this is? I think actually that this is going to change with that Wheel of Fortune. I think it's going to change when you start to recognize who you are on this 4 of Wands and you're casting out the doubt of the 5 of Coins, because 5 of Coins is also about doubt. Okay, it's a negative card and it can talk about a lack of self-worth. But with the Four of Wands looking across here, this is almost like you're going to cast this out. So what I'm getting with these 5 cards, Capricorn, is that there is somebody here who's beckoning you. He's got his hand held out. Can you see? His hand is held out. There's his hand. And he's holding it out to this. I think this is you. Some of you guys, there's somebody around you who's beckoning you. They see your beauty. They see who you are. But you will not go forward because you don't see your own self-worth. You don't think you're good enough for this individual. I think this will change. And I think it's going to change once you guys recognize just how beautiful, just how upstanding, and just how wonderful you are with that Four of Wands energy. I think only then when you feel secure, and I feel that it's going to change when you start feeling more secure with that Four of Wands energy, you're going to be able to cast out this sense of this lack of self-worth with the Five of Coins energy. There's someone around you who wants you. It seems to be love again, or it could be anything else. It could be friendship, love, whatever it is. It feels very different to the other reading we've just done, but we've got love here. It seems like a very strong week for love for a lot of you Cappies, okay? But I'm seeing someone who really sees you as beautiful, and they see your worth, but you don't see it in yourself. And I think that they see you worth because you're sitting in the Six of Wands. So can you see his hand is held out? He's like, come hither. But she's like, I can't. Can you see her face? He's like, can you see that? He's like, come hither. Come on. Can you see his hand? He's like, come on, come on. But she's like, I can't. I don't want you to see me. I don't want you to see who I truly am. Can you see that? However, the Wheel of Fortune talks about a change. This will change once you start feeling more secure in who you are with the Four of Wands energy. You're going to be able to cast out that sense of that lack of self-worth. So it will change. Once you start feeling better about yourself, it'll change. But I think for some of you guys, you'll find it very difficult to let certain people in because you don't feel that you're acceptable. What's happening in love expressly? Right, we've got a Devil. Now, Devil can be commitment within a love reading, okay? It's not always about toxic relationships or abusive relationships or negative aspects of a relationship or relationships that are going through, you know, a time of kind of entanglement and all of that negativity with the Devil. This can also be commitment. It depends what the next card is. The Ace of Cups, okay. I'm seeing a commitment in love because the Ace of Cups is love. And this is commitment. So I'm definitely seeing a commitment in love for some of you guys showing up here. Okay, it's over though. Ten of Swords. It's at an end. I'm seeing a committed relationship, a commitment to love is over. Ten of Swords energy. Yeah, Hierophant. This is also commitment. 2 cards referencing commitment in relationships is Devil. Please don't ever misunderstand the tarot. The Devil is not always a negative relationship. I don't always read that card at all like that. This is a very, very strong bond. This is a twin flame relationship when you get this card here. The Ace of Cups is love. Okay, feelings of love. Okay. And this is, I feel that this is more about feelings though. I feel that there was, for some of you guys, a real kind of strong attachment in terms of feelings, because the Devil also means attachment to feelings. So for some of you guys, what I'm seeing is an attachment with the Devil energy to feelings with the Ace of Cups is at an end. There's something about a commitment here. And you've got, is this the Justice energy? So we've got Hierophant and Justice. Somebody I think was in a marriage, because Hierophant and Justice, that's a legal union. Probably because this person was already married. So for some of you guys, an attachment to feelings in these 2 cards. Because the Ace of Cups isn't really a relationship card. It talks about your feelings. It's how I read the Ace of Cups. It's all about those feelings, those butterflies, that overflow feelings that you have for someone. It's not necessarily a relationship. Okay. And also the Ace of Cups is an invitation. And the Devil is all about seduction. So some of you guys might have been seduced by an invitation. You know, it could be betrayal. Some of you guys might be seduced by an invitation to betray another. Somebody who's already married. So be careful of that, because the Devil is seduction. This is invitation. This is betrayal, so backstabbing. This is marriage, and this is legal. So some of you guys, it could also be that you're being seduced this week to betray another, okay? Somebody who is in a marriage. by somebody who's in a marriage, or you might be seduced to be seduced by an invitation to betray like a friend, or maybe betray somebody's wife, for example, that you don't know, because we've got the marriage card here. Hierophant and Justice are usually marriage indications of a marriage contract showing up here. It's a legally binding union. Justice is legal and the Hierophant is a union, marriage. So it looks like something. I think two things in love for some of you Cappies. You're being seduced by, number one, devil, seduced by an invitation to betray another. Somebody is married, so this is kind of like cheating. So I think that this week you might be enticed to cheat, or somebody's inviting you to cheat with them, despite being married, or it's vice versa. And also the devil is your card here. Okay, the devil is your card. So with the devil energy being you, actually, Capricorn, this is you as the devil. Let me have a look at how you look as the devil energy. You see, here, even though you're the bigger of those other little devils showing there, these people are not tied to you, but you're all attached to this source. Can you see? You're all attached to this. But they are not attached to you. Okay? And what I'm seeing here is, when I look at, I don't like this devil at all. It's horrible. It's really scary. I'm seeing that you're all attached to something, one source. So I feel that with that as well, Capricorn, you guys, the other thing to say is, besides being seduced by someone to cheat, for some of you guys, I actually get the impression as well that some of you guys have been very attached to your feelings for another individual. But I feel that this is over with the Ten of Swords, probably because this person's married as well. So there's definitely something to do with lovers and people who are already in relationships this week. Also in this area here, which is coming across as love or flirtation, there's somebody who is inviting you in. Somebody is very attracted to you, and somebody, this guy is holding out his hand. He recognizes you for who you are, but you don't want to come as you are to this individual. You look to be quite ashamed. That'll change once you start feeling secure. You're going to be able to cast out this kind of lack of self-worth in those areas here. I think this is something completely different, and this is something completely different. Your work and career, money. Right, it's not the three, it's the Empress. I'm seeing prosperity and abundance. So the Empress usually means, in terms of, this is ruled by Taurus. Okay, so Taurus is the sign of prosperity and wealth. So there's wealth and expansion, financial expansion. Seven of Cups, so Six of Cups energy here. Six of Cups is can be something to do like a past inheritance or something like that. Some of you guys getting wealthy or expanding your wealth. It looks to be via maybe an inheritance or something like that from the past. Six of Cups energy. Let's have a look. It looks like it's going to set you free with the full energy. Opportunities. Six of Coins energy. Receiving. Six of Coins receiving money. You're receiving money, Emperor. It looks like it's a father figure or something like that. You've got Empress and Emperor bookmarking each of these, which is really interesting. I think in money, some of you guys might be, if it's not this week, it's coming up soon. Some of you guys receiving money. It looks like to me it's going to be a family inheritance, because this is receiving money. Emperor, I reckon, is a father figure. So this is somebody within the family, a father. So receiving money from the father, for example. And then the Empress, expansion of finances here, family. So old an inheritance here for these opportunities. So there's an opportunity here showing up here. I think the central card is saying that in terms of, I think this is finances. In terms of your finances, there's an opportunity that's coming to you guys soon. That opportunity is to expand your finances via maybe something to do with the past. Six of Cups could be an inheritance in which you're receiving a portion of money, Six of Coins, from a father figure, Emperor. So I'm seeing in terms of money, Capricorn, you could be receiving money or from an estate as well. We don't have the Ten of Coins here to show an estate, but it looks to me like you're receiving money from a father figure. Receiving Six of Coins, money from a father figure, an opportunity, expansion of your money, gaining prosperity here from a past situation. Six of Cups energy, and this is also family as well. Also could be, I think, this reminds me of your sisters and your brothers. If you come from a big family, Opportunity with the Empress energy to expand on your finances. Something to do with family, siblings, showing here 6 of Cups energy. An opportunity to get a portion from your dad. Because the portion here, I'm imagining with the 6 of Pentacles energy, has to be divided up between you and your siblings for some of you guys. And there's an opportunity for you to get your portion as well as your siblings, probably from a father figure. So it doesn't have to even be somebody who's died. It might be you're just getting some money from a dad, or, you know, from your father or something like that. A very important male within the family. I'm seeing you guys inheriting money or getting somebody money from a really important family member as well. Let's have a quick look at, finally, at the spiritual advice. Universe, Spirit, spiritual advice for Capricorn, please. Can you show me any spiritual advice you have for Capricorn this week? Right, deservingness is your spiritual advice. It says, you are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Absolutely phenomenal reading, Capricorn. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.